All right. There is this question I have been asking in prayer for about 2 years now. And the car is the perfect place for me to tell you this insight because that's where I got it. I was on a 9-hour road trip by myself, and I thought this will be the perfect place for me to pray and see if I will get my answer this time. And I had been studying a lot about personal revelation. One of my favorite quotes that I had been trying to follow to help get my answer was one by President Nelson. And nothing opens the heavens quite like the combination of increased purity, exact obedience, earnest seeking, daily feasting on the words of Christ in the Book of Mormon, and regular time committed to temple and family history work. So that quote had been on my mind. I was like, most of those things, I was like, okay, I can do this. Except for one of those things, I was like, oh, well, out of luck. Exact obedience. That's basically saying I have to be perfect. At least that's the thought that was in my mind. Like, that's what exact obedience is, right? It's perfection. And that's not me. I am not an exactly obedient person all the time. And so that really bothered me. But being the imperfect person that I am, I just still decided to take a shot at it and see if I could get my answer to prayer. And it was about halfway into the trip, and I hadn't received an answer. And so I just kind of stopped and was like, okay, Heavenly Father, what else do I need to do? What do I need to do? And the first thing that came to my mind was be quiet. Up until now, I had been listening to inspirational music, praying out loud, but I hadn't stopped to just clear my mind and listen. That was kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me to be quiet. The second thing that came to my mind was even worse than that. Go the speed limit. I was like, what? I'm telling you people, for me, going the speed limit, especially on a road trip, that's torture. I mean, I'm the type of person that before my trip, when I open up my destination on my map app and it tells me 9 hours and 30 minutes, I'm like, game on. I'm going to prove to you that I can get there before 9 hours and 30 minutes. It's like I race against the GPS. Anyway, I had to give in a little bit. I pressed the brakes, set my cruise control, and let me tell you, everyone was passing me. Everyone. The trucks that I passed 30 minutes ago were passing me. The old trucks that were weighed down with farm equipment were passing me. And I was going the speed limit. And I even thought to myself, I wonder if my speedometer is off. I better up my speed just a little bit because I'm probably going under the speed limit. But I decided to stay. And after I seriously was having anxiety, like tightness in my chest from going the speed limit. And after I was able to calm myself down and clear my mind, even when doubts started coming to my mind, like every 5 minutes, maybe more, I'd be like, this is stupid. Am I really going to get my answer? What's the big deal about going the speed limit, you know? And but then about an hour and a half in to being quiet and going the speed limit, something happened. I got my answer, and it was absolutely beautiful. It wasn't what I expected. And the best way to describe it was my heart changed. A belief that I had completely changed, an incorrect belief that I didn't even realize was incorrect. And I had the answer to my prayer that I had been seeking for 2 years. And I also realized that I had been thinking about that instruction, exact obedience, in the wrong way. If we need answers to our prayers, the Lord doesn't expect us to be perfect before we get those answers. But there are things that we can be exactly obedient in when the Lord asks us to, like the speed limit, No, I don't drive the speed limit all the time. I just did it for that moment, but saying our prayers every day, we can be exactly obedient in that. Reading our scriptures, whatever it is. But the thing is, we can turn to our Heavenly Father and He'll give us things a little bit at a time. He will let us know what we're ready to be exactly obedient in, what He needs us to do. And He will provide us the answers that we're seeking. So if you have a question that you need an answer to, ask Heavenly Father, what can you be exactly obedient in to help you get to that answer? And then be quiet and see what happens. There's so many different ways to receive personal revelation, but that is just one insight that I had that I just wanted to share with you. So have an amazing week, and remember to share your stories of miracles and mercies at leftwithasmile.com. Take care.